with greetings, everybody, and a Merry Christmas to all, and to all this good night with this very special episode of Weeb Warriors. And joining me for this momentous occasion in a very long time, and I think for the first time, the first time in a while for another individual, I welcome back to the Weeb Warriors crew, Mr. J, aka Jay, and Brian. How you doing tonight, guys?
I'm great. Merry Christmas, you filthy animals. Yeah, that's right. I am back. We got a return of one of the founding members of this podcast. It's great to be back. Sorry I haven't been around. Just been super busy with my own channel, but I am happy to talk Agretzko always.
Oh, definitely. And how you feeling tonight, Brian?
I'm okay. I'm back, people. It seems like only time I can come on now is for talking about our lovable aggressive.
Yeah, Little Miss Agretzko, which, if you can't tell by this very amusing title, we are talking about the Agretzko Christmas special. Agretzko, We Wish You a Metal Christmas. And it's technically not centered. Well, most of this particular special is centered around Haida instead of.
Oh man, I feel for Haida.
Or that poor guy. But essentially, the plot is essentially this: it's the holiday season, and Agretzko is into Instagram. I mean, like, she's becoming one of those Instagram thoughts.
I'm glad I wasn't the only one who had the thought, who had the pun completely intended thought that I was like, oh, she's becoming an Insta thought now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Haida, after getting rejected by Agretzko after the end, like the cliffhanger ending of the first season, he's really messed up, but trying to move on, trying to be very adult about the whole situation. Yet he's still very nervous and pensive.
And he handles it in the most relatable, most adult way possible, drinking his sorrows away.
I think at some point in time, us men just do that.
Look, unless you don't drink in general, like there is no way in hell, if you are a drinker, that you have never drank your sorrows away over some girl at some point in your life.
Truth. Well, this is the ounce of truth. Or you just drink because you just feel sad in general.
Well, yeah, we're just, it's like the funny irony about alcohol is a depressant, and you drink alcohol when you are depressed.
Yeah.
True. But well, let's get our general thoughts of the episode before we really get into the meat of it. I think it was a very serviceable Christmas special. We got to see more of these characters. We got to see more of a character that we really enjoyed in the first season, that being Haida, and his struggle to actually kind of work out his rejection as an adult and wanting to still do his job right, and then Agretzko's whole thing with wanting to get a whole bunch of Instagram likes. And we could still look at Sonoda and like think of her like goddamn hoe.
She is so fucking adorable though. I can't even be mad at her because she's so fucking cute. It's like I want to be angry, but damn it, she's so cute.
Listen, when it comes to me, no amount of cuteness can deter you from being a massive bitch and a massive hoe.
Oh, no, you can still be a bitch and still be adorable. There are such things as adorable bitches.
I mean, most cinderella's are adorable bitches.
Exactly.
But there is a fine line between adorable bitch and just a thoughtless hoe.
Understandable. I wouldn't exactly say thoughtless because when she saw the picture of just like her chilling with the ramen bowl, she was happy for her. You know what I'm saying? She did.
At least she had that one moment where she wasn't like a complete.
I mean, and that's kind of the thing about Agretzko. It's like Agretzko's whole thing is you kind of think you have these characters figured out, and then you find out there's like these deeper parts to them that you get little glimpses of that you're, you know.
True. It's also very evident that Sonoda may play like a typical Sa, but she has a lot more going on in her brain.
Which is what I'm really interested in, honestly. I want to deeper dive into her character because she has a lot more going on. She is definitely a very calculated individual, which I want to know, like, what exactly makes this girl tick.
Oh yeah, and best girl Finico just...
Dude, oh my god, Finico, she's so great. She, her social media, her cyber sleuthing is awesome.
She's an Instagram police.
Yeah, Instagram cop. Yeah, I love that.
It was very hilarious. So, what are your thoughts on the special, Brian? Like, in general?
I really liked it. I thought it was a little interesting that it's a special, yet it's only 21 minutes, but that meant that it was just a breeze to get through, and they got to the points real quick. And
also, isn't it interesting that they used actual, like, real Instagram? Like, it wasn't like a pseudo Instagram. It was like legit just said Instagram and had the same layout and everything.
Oh my god!
Yeah,
yeah. And
they must have thrown a real nice, pretty penny.
And I love that fourth wall break. It's like they're gonna hate this episode, aren't they?
I know. It was like, they're going to hate this episode, aren't they? Kind of.
Yeah, it was great. But that meant Haida as a character is a very enjoyable guy, all things considered. But, so, let's get into the episode proper and really dive deep into it.
Oh yeah, real quick, I just want to give my general thoughts real quick.
I thought you did already.
No, I just kind of chimed in about Instagram, like them using actual Instagram. So, like, general thoughts for me, I really liked it, man. I feel for Haida because, of course, I've been there. We've all been there. But also, I also feel for Agretzko because, you know what? I'm not even afraid to admit it. I'm a YouTuber, damn it. Of course, getting validation from random online strangers is kind of my job.
I mean,
so I get that too.
Yeah, I get that because I want some validation with these videos that I make for fun.
I mean, everybody wants it, and that's what I love about Agretzko. It's so damn relatable that it's just like, yo, you understand everybody. I also just love the little gags with the side characters, like Tome buying presents for his kids, the hippo lady and her constantly trying to hide her presents from her kids.
Yeah,
I thought that was hilarious.
I don't know about you guys, but I didn't know that she had kids until that.
No, she mentioned it in the last season. I
guess I forgot.
With like her kids and her nephews and stuff. But it has been a while. Don't worry, Brian. It's the Netflix effect. Netflix does that thing where because they release their stuff yearly and they also release a bunch of stuff in between, you tend to forget about the previous season unless you re-binge the season, which is kind of Netflix's strategy in the first place.
Yeah, like, the fuck happened? Oh, that's how it happened. Okay, bet.
Which is so weird, though, because her voice actress, the hippo lady, she's been all over the place. She voiced both Aunt May and Squirrel Girl in Ultimate Spider-Man.
Oh my god.
Huh. Wow.
In Red Sonja, Queen of the Red Plague, she voiced Red Sonja.
What the hell?
In DC Superhero Girls, she did Bardet and Mad Harriet.
Oh, I have seen a couple episodes of that because my niece is really into DC Superhero Girls. Huh.
That is actually kind of funny.
But, and in the Battlefront video game, she's Princess Leia.
Oh my god.
Whoa. That's pretty cool.
Yeah. And then you look at her character on the Agretzko.
Yeah, that is a definitely colorful resume, to say the least.
Colorful indeed.
Mm-hmm.
And I just found it kind of like the start of the episode. You would have. It's a perfect, well, in a way, a perfect continuation from where the first season kind of left off to kind of give us a bit of a. Well, it's not really
like a recap almost. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like it starts with the tail, like the cliffhanger of the final episode of season 1, and it just goes from there. And the opening in particular for this special is actually quite perfect because we have the opening of the first season focusing on Retsuko. This time around, we had Haida be the focus of the opening, and the opening in particular is just a very metal version of Jingle Bells. No.
Yeah, it was more of a punk rock Jingle Bells, which I like because metal is Retsuko's thing and punk rock is more Haida's thing. So of course, like his version of the opening would be more punk rockish thing.
And they actually got a punk rock art, like the lead vocals of a punk rock band to do the opening.
That's what I always really like about Agretzko is that like they get actual like musicians from these genres to do the singing voices and the music for the show.
Yeah, and the funniest thing is that the band that they got to perform the opening for this special is a band called Rancid.
Oh, Rancid! I've heard of them.
Nice.
Yeah, so that's the because the lead vocal, like the lead vocals of that band, is the guy who sings the opening for this special.
Nice.
Oh, cool.
And I just found that very hilarious.
That is pretty funny.
Indeed.
And it just seemed like a typical day where the first part of the episode is Retsuko really getting into Instagram and is following Sonoda's advice in order to get more likes on Instagram. And apparently the best way to get more likes is to basically take pictures with the best composition, which in photography is everything.
That is very true. And also, like, food porn is a huge thing. So, of course, like, that's her main, like, focus.
Why do you think that when I post my cooking on my Instagram account, which those who are watching should follow, by the way.
Shameless plug is not shameless.
Yep. I have no shame. We've been in theater. We know that there's
you can't have shame if you're a theater kid. That's just a fact of life. That once you join the theater life, your shame goes out the window.
Yeah, these are actual factuals. But anyway, why do you think that my main thing with my Instagram is my cosplay and my cooking? So I could just post food on there.
Oh, yeah. Who's gonna say no to
the two biggest things on Instagram?
Especially with my feed, and then it's like
yours and my feed might be very similar because speaking on Instagram, lately I've been finding a lot of good like cosplayers from Japan. Very clean, very nice.
Mm-hmm.
But
enough of my attitude.
So I also just love Fenneco's shots at like the thirsty dudes.
Oh God, yes.
Because as one of said thirsty dudes, I'm not even gonna deny that I have been one of those people. Like my girlfriend makes fun of me all the time that like 90% of my Instagram feed is hoes.
Truth. Yeah. My Instagram feed some of the time is a very not safe for work Instagram feed.
It's mine is definitely 90% hose. And what does she always say? She goes, "All right, it's strip club rules though. You can look all you want, but you can't touch."
Good on her.
Yeah. Hey, us filthy animals need to stick together, though. At least we get to look. At least we get.
Yeah, I'm saying. I have had a lot less lenient of relationships. So, thanks, babe. Appreciate it.
But what else can we say about this episode? Gory and
Washimi, or what is her name? Is it Washimi? The bird, right? What is her name?
Yeah, Washimi.
It is Washimi? Okay.
Miss
That's what I thought.
Washimi.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Brian.
I like that at the end Washimi acknowledges Haida's feelings and is like, all right, I ship it. You know, we gotta go somewhere. Let's go, Gory. But we gotta go. No, we got somewhere to be. Let's go.
Yeah.
And I found it very funny, like in the middle part of this special, where Retsuko needs somewhere to go to take like the end-all be-all Instagram pic because she needs those likes, like we all do in life.
Mhm.
So, and Washimi and Gory are like, nope, we have dates. Sorry, bitch, we can't hang out with you right now.
Yeah.
Yep, and then they ended up having bad luck with their dates. Washimi's was boring, and poor Gory just got stood up again.
No, Gory, that poor girl. I mean,
Mhm.
she's a strong, independent woman when it comes to work, but that facade just shatters when she's trying to go on dates and shit. It's great.
Well,
Look,
like
man,
you said, be careful.
If I had an opportunity to kill the hopeless romantic part of myself, I would, because that part of me has gotten me into trouble and gotten me hurt several times.
We've all been there, Jay. We've all.
Yeah. But
So I
so-
feel you, Gory. I feel you.
And I can tell you, two little insights from actually being in Japan about this episode. One, Retsuko goes to her local convenience store to get the food to make the fake fit.
Mm-hmm.
I gotta tell you, boys, convenience store food in Japan is nothing to wag your tail at.
I've
Yeah.
heard convenience store food in Japan is like on fucking point.
I
It is
mean,
not
Yeah.
no damn 7-Eleven.
it's not a 7-Eleven, AM, PM, Texaco, whatever the fuck you could think of.
No.
Publix.
You have 7-Elevens there.
Like, just to show you guys, just to prove a point, I will openly admit to you that at one point, I believe it was Lawson's, I legit got at a convenience store an egg salad sandwich. And not only was it good, it did not give me any gastro problems.
Hooray!
Whoa. Convenience store food that doesn't leave you on the toilet for a couple of days? It's a miracle.
Convenience store egg salad sandwich at that.
Oh my god.
That is a miracle.
And then also,
Oh, man.
other insight from being in Japan, the hole-in-the-wall soba shops are the best.
Yes.
Figured as much. I always like finding like out of the way spots in
Mhm.
like in my area.
I legit went to-
Corey says it's my inner hipster. I refuse. Corey embraces the whole hipster thing. We're not gonna talk about him. We're not,
Mhm.
Like,
But
You
but yeah.
already gave him his punishment for me, so he and I are good
Yeah.
now.
I legit will openly admit that I went to a hole-in-the-wall soba shop where it was honestly, they gave you a piece of paper to fill out, and it felt kind of like a school standardized test where you fill in the bubble, but it was you fill in the bubble to see what you want.
Oh my god.
that's funny.
And you pay up front to get a ticket, then you give the ticket to the person. The person gives you the paper, you fill out the paper, and you give it back.
Oh my god.
Interesting.
And there was and they were set up like little office cubicles where you sat down on like a bar stool, and there were like little dividers between everyone eating.
That's pretty awesome.
That is pretty rad, but in my honest opinion, that's fucking weird.
It is.
Now I'm really hungry. Now I'm starting to get hungry.
Well, fuck. God damn it. And I just ate not too long ago myself.
I mean, I ate not too long ago myself, but like that doesn't. I have like the metabolism of a speedster.
That you do. I've seen it in.
Yeah. And I stay fit due to my job, so. But anyway, and let's back to the session. We actually got to see the hole in the wall bar that High to the Frequency. It is the most punk rockish bar.
I thought that was pretty fucking
I'm
awesome.
so
I was like,
jealous.
okay,
I would go there, and I don't even drink.
I would go.
I would hang out. I'd hang out there and get fucking plastered.
Yeah, you and I would have fun, Jay. We would get
Oh my God.
It'd be a grand old time.
Oh, fuck. An image just entered my head. The three of us going to that bar, having a good time, but me being the DD.
I mean, you'd have to be, man. Honestly, it would get to the point where I would have drunk enough where I can walk properly. I shit you not. I shit you not. That you think that's a joke, but that's a thing. Because naturally my equilibrium is off because of my condition, and I think it's the opposite of when a normal person gets drunk. You know how when a normal person gets drunk, it's supposed to throw off their equilibrium. It actually balances mine out. So I'm actually like walking straighter and able to walk better. It's hilarious. Jordan has it on video. Jordan has video.
God!
It's a thing.
Nice.
It's a thing that happens.
Oh my God! Could you imagine like you walking and a policeman is like do the whole drunk test thing with the nose, and you're like on point?
Exactly. I've done that before and walked a complete straight line.
Well, the hilarious thing is that my memory is not the best, but when I drink, I have the memory of a steel trap. Like, I remember everything that I do in my own drunken stupor is fucking amazing.
Oh.
But
see,
anyway,
I don't have. But yeah, it's a cool bar. It's definitely a nice setting. Hopefully we get to see more of that in season 2.
Hopefully, because that would be great. And Fenico looking like Sherlock Holmes, but she's deducing everything.
Yep. Oh man.
Let's be real here. We as like full disclosure on the table, we as entertainers of sorts have done, let's just say, less honest things when we want to get more of those up folks and the likes and the subscribers and whatnot.
Clickbait.
So when Retzko basically made convenience store mackerel look immaculate as fuck with those put together wine glasses, which I own a couple. I know what those look like, motherfuckers. And
also, just like the brilliant use of contrast to hide everything. I was like, oh, but that's real smart.
For true, yeah.
Yeah, superficial likes, even though it may feel good at that moment in time, but it's going to be a hollow victory, my dudes.
Listen, man, if I had $1 for every time I've taken a screenshot of the most clickbaity part of an episode to get a thumbnail, I wouldn't even need monetization anymore. Like
truth. We do just to make
it's become a pastime now. Like me and Brian love to compare thumbnails because we're just like, all right, let's see who has the more clickbaity one.
Oh, yeah. And the beautiful thing about is Christmas in general is a holiday where you're meant to be around those you care about, and this special really embodies that sentiment. Even though it anthropomorphizes characters in a country that is far removed from us with how they do things Christmas-wise,
I would have really liked to see her family actually.
Yeah, because yeah, I mean, I don't need to say this here because this is Weeb Warriors, but yeah, in Japan, it's more Christmas is more of a romantic thing.
Yeah. So essentially, when and since we know these tropes because we've seen a lot of Christmas episodes in anime, we've read these particular scenes in manga. Jay and I never really had the experience Brian has when it comes because he actually lived there.
Yeah, you've actually lived in Japan. So what is Christmas like in Japan? Like, give us a little bit more of an account of what a Christmas is like in Japan.
Well, either it's been snowing, or if you go to like mainland Japan, because I've lived in a couple offshoot islands, but in mainland Japan, it's either snowing or if there's leftover cherry blossoms, and yeah, a lot of the stores are closed, and yeah, it's like the anime show where everyone is like the aesthetic in the land is Christmassy, with Christmas trees and all, but you see a lot of couples together. And I've never had a romantic partner give me one, but I have tasted those infamous that you see in all the anime Christmas strawberry shortcake things.
Oh,
And those things taste good.
my God.
Oh, that sounds
Okay.
that just sounds great.
Yeah, but like you were saying, this was all about family on here, like even family and being togetherness.
Which is definitely a more American thing.
Yeah, definitely.
Even the aggressive, what's her name? The Komodo dragon.
The friend,
lady?
right? The friend. The Komodo dragon. Yeah. Subone. I want to say her name is the Komodo dragon lady.
Yeah. She got a present for her niece or nephew.
Yep.
Yes, and she was very loving towards them, so we got to see another side of her, which I hope we get to see the niece or nephew.
And like I said, we got to see Tome actually buy presents for his kids and actually be a good dad, because we have seen that despite him being a dick as a boss, he is a good person at heart.
Yeah, and when it comes to a holiday like this, regardless if it's family, friends, or romantic partners, this is supposed to be the holiday season where togetherness is the focal point. And I'm glad, as the kind of the head commentator and kind of like more of the voice, since this is my channel after all.
Just remember, kids. Public service announcement. If you get into activities under the mistletoe, remember to always use condoms, because unplanned pregnancy is never a present.
Nope.
But they have said that around this time of the year, the amount of unplanned spike.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, man. What is it? January, February, March, April, May. Yeah, there are tons of June babies. I know a bunch of people born in June.
I was born in August, so.
Yeah.
But yeah, man. No, just saying. If y'all partake in the other festivities this season, better safe than sorry. Get yourself a DD. Get a pack of rubbers. Do what you got to do.
Yep. Just make sure that everything is on the level. That is a public service announcement from us here at Weeb Warriors.
The more you know.
The more you know. But like I was about to say here, it's always good to just spend time with these fine gentlemen, especially during the holiday season. Even though we live in different states, these are my brothers. Jordan too.
Yep. It's been a blast. It's always good to be back, and of course I will be here for obviously different special episodes like the Agretzko ones and the My Hero ones, and the ones that the anime that I do keep up with, because it's real hard to keep up with anime on top of the like near 20 to 30 TV shows that I'm watching, and that's like no exaggeration.
Same goes for me, especially when it comes to Channel Chasers, the show that Jay and I do, where it seems like every week that we do an episode, we're marathoning a whole season of a TV show on top of our normal schedule.
Yep.
But in the grand scheme of things, this was actually a very good special, like we said at the start.
Yeah.
And ending to this special was actually very sweet, where Washimi actually, like Jay said, noticed how Haida was feeling, and just the ending, screenshot of this episode is him and Retsuko doing a few things before they parted ways.
It gives you just enough hope for next season. Like, it doesn't completely kill the ship, but Haida is gonna have to work for it.
Yep, and you know what's really funny? Like in the clips, like the vignette where Shinoda is actually on that date.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That guy was an annoying motherfucker.
I know this and this person.
He's such a douche.
It's like,
and I know this person. They're close friends of mine.
You know what would be hilarious if Tsunoda ends up with like Rasasuke.
That would be hilarious.
The most bland motherfucker, but she's so tired of people bragging. Like, I can see it though, because like she's so tired of guys bragging about all the stuff they have that maybe she just wants a simple, boring, bland dude, and he is definitely the red panda equivalent of bland, or like.
I mean, this man has nothing but cacti at his house.
And like, what was that whole thing with him like showing up at his house with like the funny glasses, like with the nose? I didn't understand that bit.
I interpreted it as he was being festive for his plans.
Okay.
Weird.
I don't
Fair
know.
enough. Because I didn't understand that bit. I was confused. I was like, so wait. I'm like, I get that for something like New Year's, but Christmas?
Yeah, that's fucking weird.
Yeah.
But then we have I am looking forward to just more Fenico. I mean,
oh yeah,
I agree.
The special really cemented the fact that Fenico is just the best character in this entire.
Straight up. She is my favorite character. No questions asked.
It's like, fight us on this. She is the best character.
Yep.
I will go down fighting on this front. Because you guys should know by now, Weeb Warriors is a very opinionated piece. We will give no fucks.
Listen, man, I will always defend anyone that I claim is best girl of the series. Somebody tried to come at me on Twitter and tell me that Merlin is not best girl on Seven Deadly Sins.
What?
And I, tore them a new asshole.
What?
Fuck out of here with your Elaine lolly-loving bitch ass.
Don't get between Jay and his best girls or cinnamon rolls.
Oh, no.
Fuck, man.
We know this from experience. It's bad.
You do not want to cross me with this topic.
But
trust me, you don't want to be on the opposite side.
Like, we have seen what happens when that goes down.
It ain't pretty.
All in all, I think we will wrap this episode here. I would like to thank these fine gentlemen in joining me for another episode of Weeb Warriors in a long time.
Yeah, sorry about that. Like Jay said,
we've been mad busy,
and it just gets to be too much, and some things fall to the wayside. But when it comes to stuff that is bingeable, like Agretzko, I will be here.
Yeah, it's super easy because they're like 15-minute episodes. So like binging a season doesn't even take a whole day. It takes like a few hours.
And like, since I'm more connected to just this little nugget of information, I am also more inclined to recommend shows to these fine gentlemen, like I did last night with another Netflix series that will hopefully get another season.
Definitely gonna check that out. It sounds really interesting.
And also, since a lot of the, just for forewarning, a lot of the shows, because next week's review will be on the scheduled back on scheduled programming, because this coming Monday is Christmas Eve and everyone will be with their families. But
what is next
Monday after this, we will have a regularly scheduled Weeb Warriors episode where we're going to be talking about the end.
Tony, real quick, just not to burst your bubble, I just looked at the calendar. Next Monday is New Year's Eve.
Well, fuck me sideways. Well, there is going to be a large gap of time between Weeb Warriors
and I believe
29th episode then.
And I believe your co-host has said that he's busy during that time.
Yeah, Jordan won't be back until the 6th. So
that clever hoe.
You got plenty of time to fill it in with your manga podcast at least.
Yeah, true. Which Manga Maniacs with my buddy Jeffrey, which will be on every Tuesday. So look forward to those episodes when they pop up.
Yeah.
So Jordan and I will figure out what we're going to be doing for fuck. Is it going to be winter this time around, or
it's winter? I'm pretty sure it's winter.
Are we in winter already, or?
Oh wait, no, yeah, we're technically in winter already. I think it's technically. No, wait, no, January. No, the spring season doesn't start till like April, so I think we're still technically in winter. I think winter has like 2 halves for anime at least.
I think we're
spring technically.
I think we're still going into winter.
Yeah, it's something like that. Because I know the anime seasons aren't exactly like actual seasons.
It's just weird times. And
yeah.
Anyway, we will do our reviews for fall, and then we'll be talking about shows going into winter, which I am looking forward to Kakaguri coming back, because
Brian tried Kakaguri. He couldn't. Brian, you
didn't
poor
get
sweet
past
summer
one
child.
episode.
You poor sweet summer child.
Yeah,
you jumped right into the deep end.
Some fucking nonsense. It's spectacular.
Yeah, even though I did live in Japan, I've not watched as much anime as these guys, and so I just went in blind saying, hey, it says that it's about poker. I like poker. Let me go watch. Oh, dear God.
Oh, Lord Jesus.
Yeah.
You were
Brian does not have the fan service tolerance yet.
Yeah.
Tony Jordan and I are ecchi veterans, so like
we are conditioned. We know this shit.
Our fan service tolerance is astronomical.
I mean, we can laugh at the stupidest things, like the absurd shit in prison school, and then Gokudos.
My God, prison school is the most hilarious fucking anime ever. Read the manga, you guys. It's great.
Classy. It's always classy. Anyway, since I have these 2 gentlemen here, can you just plug yourselves as we wrap up this particular episode of Weeb Warriors?
All right, real quick, I'll go ahead and let Brian go first, because my list is, I need to take a breath before I do my list.
Yeah, as far as I go, it's very interesting. I'm pretty sporadic. especially with this upcoming holiday week. But my hope is to soon after Christmas is over to do Runaway, talk about Runaway season 2, even though it's going to be so late. But oh well. And then New Year, New Year, New Year got the Doctor Who Christmas, the Doctor Who New Year special. So I used to say Christmas. And then I've got other stuff coming in the new year, but just check out my channel for any updates. Just my name, Brian Kirkett.
All right. So, okay. So, thanks to the scheduling feature, I can just record a batch of videos so that you guys won't be my channel won't be dead for a week. And since the year is coming to a close, it's my yearly tradition to do like a bunch of top 10s talking about my favorite stuff throughout the year. And since I've recently dived into the music review game, I've decided to throw music into the mix as well. So in no particular order, I won't say it in order of the schedule because honestly, I can't remember off the top of my head exactly which day which one will go up. But I know I'm doing a top 10 albums of 2018, a top 10 Netflix shows of 2018, a top 10 superhero movies of 2018, and my first video of the new year that's going to actually go up in the afternoon before the Doctor Who New Year special is going to be my top 10 most anticipated shows of 2019. So super excited for those. That's going to be a lot of fun. And I've got a lot of great stuff coming for the new year, including a new intro sequence, which shout out to our buddy Craig Simon for hooking me up with that one. It's great. I can't wait for you guys to check it out. It's going to be a lot of fun. Got a lot of big stuff coming up. Young Justice is returning, so super hyped for that. Spoiler alert for my top 10 most anticipated shows of 2019.
Well,
but
I'm hyped for that shit too. So.
And I am
Let's not for
as well, and will also be covering it.
Yep, and yeah, Tony, like I told you, man, if you need to borrow my information to watch Swamp Thing when Swamp Thing comes out, I know you're gonna want to watch that too. So
yeah, I need to give that
I got you, man.
At least the first few episodes ago. I need to do
Listen,
that.
man, with the DC Universe, you gotta at least give it first 4 because, like, we've learned with Titans that they can have rough starts, but they do get good. They do get good.
Episode 4 of Titans was when we were hooked.
Yep.
So I will leave the channels in the description. I will also post my. I will also link my Instagram account so you guys can follow me there. Also, if I want to be so inclined to actually do things around here before I go and be with my family tomorrow, since there's not going to be a regular Weeb Warriors episode, but I'll be doing several videos on various different topics, well, mostly related to a lot of shows that I have a lot of backup catalogs on. Let's just say that I have at least one Fate Index episode that I want to do before the start of the new year. And add a few more episodes to the Idiosyncrasy series that I have just left dead.
I always love bringing back dead series. That's always fun.
And hopefully, like I've been saying this for the longest damn time, I want to bring out my Harem Chronicle series where I review nothing but harem anime.
That's going to be interesting.
Yeah, I just need motherfuckers to actually do art for me so I can make my own little what the fuck are they called again? I forgot.
Avatars?
No. Well, I already have an avatar of sorts, which I already use on my Discord, thanks to my buddy Jeffrey who drew that.
Nice.
No, the fuck.
Title cards?
Yeah, title cards. There we go. Yeah, the thing is that
I was like, yeah, I was gonna say, I was like, I'm just thinking of YouTube shit. I'm like, wait, there we go, got it.
Yeah, the thumbnails for those title cards. Because Harem Chronicles does not work, in my honest opinion, if I don't have a good title card.
Well, also, like, I was gonna say, also, like, that subject in particular is ripe for clickbait. So
yeah, because I could easily commission one of my friends to basically draw the art for my thumbnail.
Or you could just get somebody that's good enough with Photoshop.
I have to definitely get Photoshop with that front. Because I need title cards that are original for my shit. So we can't have just our happy mugs on these videos all the damn time.
Yeah, it works for Philip DeFranco, but it doesn't work for us. I've tried.
Well, and to be fair with Philip, it took him years of having attractive women in his thumbnails for him to get to that point.
I'm telling you, man. I'm never going to draw. I'm never going to stop. Look, the power of titties is real. If you're gonna leave this video with any kind of message and take it with you, take that message with you.
Yeah,
it's the truest message of life.
Titties. TNA works. TNA works. A message brought to you by your filthy animals.
TNA works, and be safe this Christmas.
Exactly.
Yep.
All right, everybody. Let us end this video here with a little Christmas poem.
Oh, God.
Mm-hmm.
On this night, a momentous occasion. Oh, I shouldn't say it. Fuck it. Merry Christmas to all, and to all a Weeb night. To all my otakus out there, I wish you guys a Merry Christmas, a Happy Hanukkah, a Happy Kwanzaa, and a happy whatever the fuck day you want to call it.
Festive for the rest of us.
Hail Satan, happy solstice.
And just a happy Monday and a good old Tuesday for the rest of us.